and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Ooh, oh my god, I just realized it's not a PvP, by the way. But let's go. Welcome back to the PiGosaur Cup. PiGosaur Cup number 37. We are jumping into the round 16. Round 16 match. Again, the winner of the series faces off against Ducklings in the next round. And we have our Terran versus Protoss, not PvP, ready for us. Let's go. Let's jump into our round 16 match. And this morning, in the bottom left-hand corner, we have our American, typically Protoss, but here he is as a Terran, representing himself, currently teamless. But recently, of course, qualifying for EWC, it is Astrea. Recently qualifying for the Esports World Cup, going for the proxy, and spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the pink Protoss player, we have the American Protoss representing Bing Bong Exports. It is Acheron. Here we go. We are settling in. If you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chats as we jump into our TvP. And oh no, he scouts. He confirms. He gets eyes on the proxy. I think the pylon may have been within range as well. I'll be honest. Yeah. As the proxy is found, the proxy is shut down, and Astrea will have to go back home, back to the drawing board here, as it is going to be denied, is going to be cancelled. Once again, the probe does come back. Oh, the RNG! Oh! SCV is going to be zoned away. And yeah, I was curious. Yeah, the pylon is within range. So the pylon did see everything here in regards to the proxy. Astrea forced out and throwing down his Raxes back at home instead. The game will continue. Let's go. The game will continue. Again, Astrea just trying to be cheeky across the map. Is denied, is shut down. Likewise, we have a CC on the high ground as well. So economic opener here. Oh, I say that double gas. But economic opener out of Astrea. He does just say 1-1 in gas. I think the second gas was taken initially if we were going to be committing to the proxy. So it does try to adjust. And from here, Acheron, pretty good start. Acheron, he has a decent start here. For those who maybe don't know, Acheron, he's a GM. He's more of a semi-pro player. He's on Bing Bong Exports, of course. He's a good player in his own right. Astrea is favored against him, but whenever Astrea can, he will off-race his Terran. I think his Terran is around 6k. Like, his Terran is pretty solid. It's pretty good. And we'll see if it's good enough to bring down Acheron. We shall see. So far, we do have our initial economic setup. Again, Acheron, he's fully aware. He did scout earlier. Behind this, going for his tech of choice, going for a Twilight Council opener. Twilight Council into Blink, most likely, into a standard game, which is kind of slowing things down. We'll keep an eye on the gateway count. If Acheron throws down extra gateways, then he could just double down and commit. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Considering how shaky the opener has been for Astrea, you could argue that Astrea is vulnerable right now, and then we could go for like 3-4 gateways, go for the Robo, go for a Prism, move out across the map, and just commit. Like, there's definitely an argument for that. Behind this cycle first. Astrea getting to his own 1-1-1. Does open up. Yeah, from here, Acheron pulling back and claiming his own third base. So I was curious if it was going to be aggressive. The answer is no. 2-gate blink into a third. So a very greedy opener or greedy follow-up here by Acheron. But again, because of the start of the game, you can argue that he can safely get away with this. We'll see if that's true. We'll see if he can. Cyclone does poke in at the third base, and we have the drop sneaking out towards the natural. Straight pulls away. Again, Astrea, he has had a rocky start to the game so far. Does boost into the mineral line. And how many workers can he kill? Does burrow. Watch up. Doesn't go up. So far, getting 1, getting 2 probes. Nothing major. It's a handful of workers, and the mine shot is not going to get wasted. Ooh, drops in towards the main. With the mine still burrowed. Acheron does notice, thankfully. Baits out the shot. As Astrea gets 5 worker kills in total. Oh my god, Blink is done. Blink completes just in time, and Acheron holds. Did lose 5 workers, true, but it was not for free. Gets 5 workers for 5 Marines, Medevac, and a Widowmine as well. So honestly, good defense. Like, a solid defense here from Acheron. He does hold, he does defend. It was good enough. As Astrea had more of a one-to-one trade. From here, Acheron, he can start to saturate his own third base. He can build up. We have the Forge on the way, Temple Archives, Robo working towards Storm, looks like. Not towards Colossus. Acheron, he can even dive into the main. Hey, not bad. Gets SCV, going for the add-ons. It's settling on the workers. 2 SCV kills, nothing major. Gets 2 workers, pulls away. Raven coming in for auto harass. And Acheron just has to play it slow. Just calm down, saturate your third base, build up towards Storm, confirm whether or not there's an all-in coming. We can see there's a third CC on the way. We can see there's no all-in, but Acheron has to confirm himself. Oh. Brutal tank shots to the face. This, he does barely get the tank, but it costs him 3-4 Stalkers. You're losing all 5. Yeah, that was a brutal trade. Did get a tank, but that was a costly trade here for Acheron. Astrea is moving out. Calm down. Pulls back. Does pull back, harassing into the mineral line. Getting a couple of worker kills. Does catch a couple of probes. Astrea is being somewhat active. He could even potentially take a hit on fight, but Storm is done. And now, oh god, the Storm completely shuts down Astrea. Yeah, the Marines, they do melt, they do crumble. Acheron does shut this down. Astrea, he will expand. Back off and expand. He'll take his third base. We're building up. Now, coming into the mid game, again, because this opener has been so shaky for Astrea, like, Acheron's in a better position. Like, to be honest, like, he's got plenty of High Templar, getting his 4th base up and running. You could argue that his economy is not as large as it should be, but after that last fight, I mean, hey, he still is pretty safe, pretty secure. From here, Acheron should be working towards some extra splash damage. Sure, he has Storm, which is great and all, but ideally, you do want to diversify, especially once you take these gases. So you do want to get a second Robo, a Bay, work towards Colossus as well to really round out your army. The one concern here for Acheron is just how heavily reliant he is on Storm and on High Templar. So you do want to get out of that and force your opponent into Viking production. Or at least get a Prism out so you can save and preserve your High Templar in the Prism as well to save them from EMPs. So that's going to be the next step here for Acheron. Astrea building up. Getting to his armory, getting to his own 2-2 upgrades. As more ghosts are building up. As the ghost count is getting higher, I'm still getting more and more concerned here for Acheron. Again, he's on 6 gases. We can afford a Bay. How many had Templar? 9! 9 had Templar here for Acheron, so he's just relying on purely Storm. It can still pay off. It's just a little bit more risky. And here we go, Astrea does hit the northern base, forces to cancel. Here it does pull out. Does get away in time. 4 CCs on the way. Oh, Acheron does catch a medevac. Oh, barely gets one. Takes out a medevac. There was a ghost inside. Wait, what? This looks bugged. But yes, Acheron did get the... there we go. Did get a ghost inside. Storm coming in. Does land. Nice storm. Nice storm with the main army. Behind this, now we have the bay. I will say this is late. It's a late bay. I mean, you can see here, Acheron, he's banking resources. He has 1,000 minerals, 1,000 gas to spend his money. He's making 4 expansions at a time. Like Acheron, he has been leaving his army idle here. Oh no! Blinks in and takes a massive mine to the face. Acheron, his supply does crumble. He's got 8 gateways on the way. Like again, Acheron, he has money, but he can't spend it. He was just a little bit too hyperfixated, too tunnel visioned earlier. And he's vulnerable. He's in danger. He can recover soon when all this production kicks in. But his macro did slip heavily. So his macro was slipping. He's getting up to triple rate of production. Again, he needs those Colossus. Oh, gets a free tank. But the lead that Acheron once had, it's not really there anymore. It's a little closer here. And still goes away with all those storms. Oh god. Mine shots popping up. Cleans up all the wooden mines. Cleans up all the mines. Acheron does rotate. So TvP connects on the main army. Oof, not quite on the High Templar. Storms will send. Oh god, we're spending a lot of storms. And again, Acheron, he should not want to push into this. He should just want to engage and deter move outs while he builds up his Colossus. Oh god, no, the High Templar! High Templar left alone. 5 High Templar go down. Ay. Acheron, he gets caught out. Yeah, he was out of position, and now he is in danger here. He's racing on back. There are a couple of High Templar coming in. Nice storm! Nice storms here in the main army. Storms do connect. Has now built up to 3 Colossus. Okay, he's here. He's got his Colossus. He is down to 6 High Templar. Not bad. Colossus left behind. Have to engage. Nice storm. Nice storm in the main army. Astrea does take the storm to the face. Expansion is denied. Going for the CC. And again, the Viking Hand just isn't there for Astrea. I mean, why would it be? There's been no Colossus until now. Just building up. Acheron still mass expanding, taking more bases. And with this, Acheron, he should just be reinforcing with pure Zealots and just keep trading. Just keep trading. Going up to 6 Colossus? Oh, that's interesting. And that I'm not too on board with. That's a lot of Colossus. Ooh. EMP doesn't quite land. Nice one. And Colossus are lagging behind, now pushing forward. Ideally, Acheron would want to throw down a second Cybercore, Stargate, Fleet Beacon, and start teching into Skytoss. Doesn't have to commit yet, but can start working on those upgrades. Now they're rotating in. Ooh, Colossus, they run into the main army. Ay. Losing 1. Losing 1, almost 2. High Templar being thrown away. And Acheron, he's sticking to a ground army instead, going for disruptors. So it's not taking up. So we're gonna be here for a while. We're gonna let's go. Let's go. He does connect. Again, the Colossus is still very low, but we're thinning out the Viking count. Okay, Viking count is getting lower. Disruptors moving in. Short Source Novas never goes off. Decent connections, not bad. But the spread might just be too good here. Astrea, he takes the fight. He does overwhelm. The Colossus are exposed. There's no storm. Yeah, no storm. No more disruptors either. This might just be too much. Astrea kiting back here against the Zealots. There's still one storm here with the main army. Storm helps off. Takes down the Vikings. No! Colossus falls. Final High Temple goes down. And Astrea needs to keep pushing. Again, there are just so many bases here to work through. Ideally, we just want to break the main army, then push straight into the natural, get on top of these robos. Now just peeling off into the range bases. Forcing the Protoss to respond. Expansions are going down. Now, what's fortunate here for Acheron, he can afford to lose them. Like, these bases are not the most important. Can afford to lose them. Ooh, as Zealots are coming for a surround. Not bad. Does catch the army. Does get the surround up. Yeah, rough trade here for Astrea. Does get a couple of VAPs up. But again, he has to get the hell out of here. Okay. As he bleeds off so much here to the Zealots. Astrea pulls away. Acheron, he does remax. Colossus have arrived. We're bringing in more Zealots. Has once again going up to 6 Colossus. Aye. So committing a little bit too hard here, but I mean, he's maxing out. And he has a bank. Right, that's what matters here. He has a bank, he has an economy. Astrea does not. Speaking of, he cannot afford to lose his base. Does pull the boys. Another Colossus goes down. And remember, there's no storm with this, there's no disruptors. We do have some High Templar coming in, thankfully. We're warping in 18 Zealots. Let's go. Chargers are moving in. Ooh. Storm. The EMPs are connecting. Jesus. Brutal EMPs. And again, this is where we would benefit from Tempest production. Like, in this kind of game state here, this is where we do need that Stargate, the Fleet Beacon, the Cybercore, Tempest production, and then you can start using Tempest to shell away these bases. Here, like, I would say that Acheron doesn't really have as much pushing power. Yeah, Vikings do bully back. They take down all the Colossus. 1, 2, 3, all 4 Colossi, and Acheron's army just crumbles here. Again, it's just not as efficient. It's not what he needs. He's just being outscaled. Oh, nice ET counterattack. Takes out a planetary. Okay. Takes down the expansion. Does recall bottom right. I was gonna say, if you recall top left, that would be big brain, just so we can hit another base and go for another expansion. As the Zealots, yeah, they do overextend. Rough fight here for Acheron. Again, you just cannot fight this bio army, not head on like this. Not without Storm or Colossus or Disruptors. or Tempest, or a mixture of all three. But he can still afford to remax, so even if these are inefficient trades here for Acheron, he can still rebuild, still remax, killed an expansion, so he still has a bank to work with. Like Acheron, he can still pull this off. Oh god, he can still pull this off. Black Red CCs are coming first round, not bad. Leading on most of the army. Straight hit defense back at home. He's holding on. Colossus, where are we going? Okay. I was a little bit worried. It does reinforce with the main army. Vikings not quite in position. Acheron, he's still doing this. Let's go. Going for the CC. Pushing on the right. More DTs coming in. Goes for the dive. So Acheron, he does break through the main army. Gets into the middle line. SCV's going to be going down. Getting 17 SCVs. At the same time, Planetary is going to fall. Nice dive here. Denying any kind of repair. Yeah, just ensuring there is no repair. And I think he's done it. At this point, upon killing 41 SCVs and killing an expansion, 2 expansions, Astrea, he's just running out of money. He's just running out of money. He's just broke. He cannot build up. Not anymore. He cannot rebuild. Acheron. He's cracked. He did have to brute force it, as he didn't take up into Sky Toss, but it's working. It's working regardless. As Vikings attached to Colossus. Final Colossus goes down. The Gateway Army here can still overwhelm. Astrea, he's down to his last bit of army here. Again, he's got 1 mining base. I say that 1.5. He's got 1.5 bases. He has some economy. And again, he does have the more efficient army, but Acheron, he has the bank behind him. Let's go. He has 90 probes. I would say too many workers. Like the high probe count is making his army a little bit smaller. His army smaller than it otherwise could be. But it's fine. Should still be enough. Pushes them through, gets under the CC. From here he's pushing towards the Planetary. Astrea can't afford to lose it. Up! Can we get the CC? No! The command center. It's burning, but it's gonna be saved. Yeah, there's the one boy, the 3 SCVs, they will repair, they'll keep it alive. More DTs moving in, and GG gets called. Acheron, he will overwhelm. He will take game number 1. He will take a lead in the series. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Acheron, he does take a lead. Again, Astrea, he had just had a really shaky start to the game with the failed proxy, likewise with the failed early drop as well, and Acheron had momentum from the start. From the very beginning, he did have momentum. It was an uphill battle from Astrea. He never quite surpassed that kind of deficit. We did see that Acheron did have some rough fights, and the biggest moment where Acheron was at his weakest, if you remember, was when when his macro slipped. If you remember, his macro slipped, he was banking up like 2k. He threw down 4 bases at once, he threw down 2 robos at once, he threw down 8 gateways, and he had no production, so he was actually behind in supply at that time, and he couldn't make anything. So that was when he was at his weakest, but Astrea was staying at home. He didn't, of course, he wouldn't recognize that his opponent had messed up their macro. He was staying more passive, and Acheron did recover, did bounce back. GG. With that, Acheron does take the first game, and now we're getting into game number 2. And I would imagine that this time Astrea won't open up with a proxy, especially within range of the gateway. Like, was quite greedy. Was quite greedy. Here we go. Here we go. So we're getting into game number 2. Yeah, we got some new casters jumping in as well. Let's go. Cranky el Hermoso. Aha, he's joining us. He is joining us. And it looks like the rest of the bracket is underway. Looks like Max vs. Mute has begun. Looks like Clem vs. Lunacy still ongoing. Okay, still ongoing. Still ongoing. Percival versus Teardrop still ongoing as well. No. We shall see. But again, I can't imagine he's going to go into a proxy again. I would imagine just as more standard opener, maybe into more aggressive mid game. Shall see. Big honk for Acheron. True. It's popping up. Is this real Astrea? Yes. Astrea's off racing. Astrea, he's off racing his turn. As we emphasized, Astrea, he does off race whenever he feels like he can get away with it. Again, his off race is pretty good. Just to re-emphasize, like last game, he just had a really rough opener and he never recovered. Like he just had a really rough start to the game. And Acheron had map control, he had momentum. But now we're getting into game number 2. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the American Terran player, usually Protoss, but here off racing as Terran. Down in the series, we'll see if he bounces back. We'll see if he can force the ace match. It is Astrea. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the pink Protoss player, the pink Protoss representing Ping Pong Exports. It is Acheron. Leading the series 1-0. Here we go. And again, he was able to overwhelm, able to gain map control, able to take every single base on the map, mass up to 90 probes, and have a booming economy. But again, Astrea, he had a really rough early game, which allowed for that to happen, which allowed for Acheron to get out of hand, to get out of control. This time, the Rax is back at home. This time, no proxy. No proxy out of Astrea. So he's going for a more standard opener. Double gas. Oh, double gas opener. So Astrea is going to be more aggressive this time. With a double gas means earlier factory. It does mean that we can turn this into something more aggressive, even heading towards a 2-base all-in. It's a little bit early to call that, but again, we'll see what Astrea brings to the table. And if Acheron can keep up. If you remember last game, Acheron, he also went 2-gate blink into a third. If you recall, he went for that after the successful early game. So he got away with a lot of greed as well. Got away with a lot of greed. As is that factory on the way. The probe scout should confirm. He is in position to delay the CC. Even going for the even going for the SCV. Doesn't quite get it, but almost. Oh my god. Throws down the spray. But the Reapers arrive the probe, it gets shut down. Yeah, a little bit too greedy there with that probe. And Astrea moves out. Astrea does move out. Behind this going Reactor. Okay, so Reaper into Reactor. From here we can go into Reactor Reaper Hellion into Hellion Aggression. Going for the starboard. Getting into his own 1-1-1. Waiting to see if we go into that Tech Lab or if we go into Hellion Production. With a mine, okay. So it's going to be Reactor Marine into mine. Ooh, probe goes down. Nice knife. Delays the tech. Does delay this Twilight Council. Speaking of Astrea, no safety bunker. SCV goes down. This first Adept is going to be wreaking havoc. Gets a second Marine and now can go for another SCV. Ay. Oh. Just has to avoid that mine. But again, there's just a big delay in the expansion. Yeah, brutal delay. Oh my god. Oh, will go down to the mine, but takes down the Reaper and takes down the building SCV once again. So stronger start for Acheron. Delays the economy. Trades against the army. Spots the mine drop. And back at home, time to get ready. Time to get ready here for that mine drop. Behind this, we got 2 more gates. Thankfully, we're not being too greedy here, so it's going to be 3-gate blink. Last game was 2-gate blink into a third, this time being a little bit safer. Mine drop is moving out for Astrea. Moving out with a mine drop. Let's boost into the mineral line. Oh. Dust boost in. Probe dust tank. Mine into the main. Up. Oh my god. Play reaction. 4 probes go down. Brutal PiGosaur. Better start here for Astrea. And this is allowing him to recover. Again, Astrea had a really shaky opener with his CC being delayed as heavily as it was, but he does get some counter damage done, and he is going to be moving out across the map. Ooh, going for a Beyond push here. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted, but it looks like we did go for the Tech Lab eventually into tank production. Again, no stim. No stim. Vanilla Marines, tanks as well. Astrea, he's pushing, is moving out. And Acheron, ideally, he wants to slow this down. But he doesn't see it. He doesn't see it coming. He doesn't slow it down. Acheron, he's kept busy, kept preoccupied, and this is brutal here. Astrea is going for the third. He's going for the kill. Blink is done. Stalker goes down. And Acheron, he's in trouble here. Behind this, more Rax is on the way. Comes in from behind. Not bad. Takes down the tank. Nice moves here by Acheron. Takes down the first tank, but the second tank has arrived. Ooh, we do get 19 probes. No shot. 18 by just the one Liberator. Acheron, he was distracted. He was distracted. Ay. Yeah, Astrea does pull him apart. 18 kills on this one Liberator. 19, 20. Oh, it takes down the Stalker as well. And GG gets called the MVP Liberator, and Astrea, he will tie the series 1-1. We are going to the ace match. Whew, GG. We're going to the ace match, going to game 3 again. Astrea going for a much more aggressive build this time, opening up double gas, going into the initial mine drop, into the early tank push. Again, this is a tank push without stim, with only vanilla marines. Designed to break the third. It's designed to break the third base. It was able to get on top, and during all the chaos, during all the aggression, was able to sneak out with that Liberator. Did get over 20 kills with the one Liberator. GG, well played. We're going to the ace match. Let's go. Let us go. We're getting into the ace match. And we'll see how the story ends. We'll see if... Oh! We'll see how the story ends. We'll see where this takes us. Does it go the way of Astrea? Does it go the way of Acheron? I mean, I feel like we'll see if Acheron can tighten up his early game a little bit here. Oh no. Astrea saying I'm getting wrecked. Did you see the first adept? We did see it. We were emphasizing it. That first adept was crazy. Oh no. Does that spray just stay there forever? No, it does. It does eventually fade. It does eventually fade. And here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner. Top left-hand corner here of Incorporeal, we have the American Protoss player off racing as Terran and committing, of course, to Terran. Ooh, tying up the series 1-1, getting into the ace match. Bringing us to the ace match, it is Astrea. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the pink Protoss player with the American Protoss representing Ping Pong Exports. It is Acheron. Here we go. Whew. Let's go, baby, let's go. As we found ourselves in the ace match here. And again, can Acheron, can he pull off the upset? I'm sure Max Hex will be very thankful. He's like, oh, por favor, back. Someone stop this man. Kill him. Ah. Save me from the PvPs. He can do it. Could pull it off. But now settling in single gas. Okay, single gas opener, so racks expand. Economic start here from Astrea. Does open up economically. Meanwhile, I get on back at home, going for his own standard opener. He's in with the probe scouts, and we'll try to wreak some havoc and, of course, confirm the opener of Astrea. So confused, Astrea's Terran. Yeah, Astrea's Terran. He was committing to Terran for this series. After he lost game 1, the other casters were asking him, like, yo, you gonna commit to Terran? He's like, yeah, it'd be BM if I switch back to Protoss. Like, it'd be... Like, you gotta commit back. He's like, yeah. See, Astrea, even when things are looking down, he commits, Babby. He commits. He's there for you. Aha. Reliable. Doesn't get the probe. Probe does get away. Astrea a little bit sad. Smooch. It's like, gets the hell out of there. Behind this settling in. Oh, going for an add-on swap. Interesting. I would imagine going for early Cyclone. And that should keep the CC safe this time. Again, the CC was so delayed previously to the Adept. This time, nowhere near as much aggression. I mean, of course, it's a faster CC, so it is going to be done. Cyclone's on the way to protect, and we're going for a second Rax. Ooh. Now, if Astrea goes for a third Rax before Starport, this does scream 2-base all-in. So, again, especially after game 1, looks like Astrea does want to be more aggressive, more assertive. Makes sense. Do you think that's where Acheron is maybe at his weakest? Is that early to mid-game? Let's get eyes on the add-ons. Cyclone has arrived. We'll catch out the Adepts. Brutal pickup. Adept goes down. Astrea can now expand. And we're going for the add-on swap. We're rushing into Stim. So really early Stim here from Astrea. And again, we're waiting for that third Rax. Waiting for the third Rax. Oh, never mind. 2-on-1. Okay, never mind. No third Rax. It's going to be a Starport instead. This is a very niche build here for Astrea. You rarely see it in TvP, but let's go. I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. I say rarely see it. Gumiho was actually going for a lot of 2-on-1s during the, I believe it was during the EWC qualifiers. Gumiho was mixing it in quite a bit. Oh, sorry, not during the qualifiers. During GSL, that's it. During GSL. I'll be honest, I wasn't too fond of it. I think it's fine to mix in once in a series. I don't think it's something you can rely upon on the series. But basically, it's going to be a double medevac marine timing. Oh, sorry, I say double medevac. There's no reactor, but again, building up medevacs and moving out. Going to be an early sim timing with tanks. This is not your typical 2-on-1, by the way, just because of the tank production as well. Interesting. We'll see how this all comes together. Acheron, he is on 3 gates. He's on 3 gates, getting into blink. Army gets spotted. Ooh, takes out a Stalker. Blink is not yet done. Uh-oh. This is hitting just before blink. Yeah, brutal timing here for Astrea, or from Astrea. Acheron does some force fields. Going for the medevac. Oh, doesn't quite get it. Tank does survive. Acheron holding his own. Buying some time. Blink is almost done. Needs 5 more seconds. Likewise, has to be patient, wait for the army to come off the ramp, to come up, then he can force field. Waiting for the moment. Oh, does pick in. Ooh, snipes the medevac. Very nice. Takes down the medevac, takes down the Cyclone as well. Yeah, straight, he has to commit to dust him in. Tank shots are brutal. Oh, waiting for extra warpins. No, just committing in. Yeah, does go for the dive. It takes down the tank, but where are the warpins? Yeah, the macro is slipping. Warpins are available. We need to warp in, Bappy. There we go. There we go. Warping in as much as he can. Okay, he's on 4 gates. Acheron, he's holding. He's holding at the same time, liberating into the main. This time he does notice. This time he pulls away. Acheron, he's on it. Liberator does reposition. Oh god, does reposition to the main. Ooh, and Astrea, he has too much. Yeah, he has too much here. Again, Acheron, he's been missing warpins. He's been trying to warp in Stalkers. He has excess minerals. Liberator gets 3 probe kills. And Astrea breaks through. Yeah, he breaks through. The boys are being pulled. Acheron getting desperate. Ay. Takes down all the tanks, but for 20 probes, 20 workers go down. Liberator finally falls, but that is brutal damage. And remember, Astrea, he's expanding. He's getting a 3rd TC. He's been building up, teching up as well. And he got what he wanted. I mean, I say that, ideally he wanted the basis of the expansion, but hey, he settles for the mineral line. Should we have Acheron replace Astrea at EWC? If he wins, maybe. Maybe Acheron can give Max back some coaching sessions. I think that would be the best use. Ay. We'll pay for it. As Astrea breaks out. Astrea breaks out, catches the Stalkers. Ooh, catches all 3. And again, this is still a rough position for Acheron. Like, losing those 20 probes was brutal. Behind this, Astrea is getting a 3rd base. Astrea does take an economic lead. Like, things weren't looking too bad for Acheron when it came to the initial defense, but again, he was missing warpins. Had a lower gateway count. It was close. It was close, back. It was close. And from here, Astrea just getting further ahead. 4 CCs on the way, building up more bio. Acheron, he has a ways to go here to recover. He does have Storm, true. He's got 3 High Templar. Now, if the Storms can connect, if he can land some juicy Storms here, then he can take a fight. Currently out of position, is rotating over. He's keeping up. Keeping up. Ghost Production's on the way. The game from here can slow down. Like right now, there's no pressure on Astrea to push in. Like he doesn't have to push into these bases here. He can just calm down, tech up, take more expansions himself, and be the first to max out. I will say there is pressure on Astrea to deny this expansion though. He cannot let Acheron freely get a 5th base. Oh. Little tank shots. Astrea is now moving out, and again he has to make sure that Acheron does not expand. He's rotating over. He's going for the 5th. He's going for the 5th base. Ghosts are building up as well. We'll deny the base. Yeah, Acheron, there's no expanding. Not like this. He's just contained. Does have a couple of High Templar left over. I mean, that's 5. From here, he'll need some more splash damage regarding Colossus. Getting into Colossi. Astrea claiming his own 4th. Again, Astrea, he will soon max out. Ooh, and bit of a mismovement there. 1 High Templar goes down. Does get 2 tanks though. Takes down 2 tanks. Ghost pushing forward. There's 4 High Templar left. At least 4 storms. Oh, for the EMP! Yeah, EMP does connect. Takes down 3 High Templar. Ay, ay, ay. 1 storm connects, but just 1. And Astrea just dragging the army into tank fire. Zelts are trading well for themselves. Let's go. Takes down all the tanks. But Astrea's just rallying. He's just rallying in, coming from behind. Oof, tries to blink away. EMP goes up. There's another storm. He's holding onto another storm. There you go, 2 High Templar remaining. Acheron, he does hold, but alas, behind this, Astrea still has the better economy. So Astrea, he's rebuilding, remaxing. Acheron taking bottom left. Astrea, he just checked for the expansion. Oh, Prism into the main. Let's go. Prism into the main base. SCV's going to be going down. Acheron not quite able to catch the army. Not quite. But does get 9 SCVs. 10, 11, 12. Not quite. Good amount of SCVs. Decent storm. Trail, does that forward. Sorry, I get uneven. 18 SCV kills, not bad. Takes on 18 workers. Astrea still has that supply lead. But this is very nice damage. And what's important here as we get harassed into the main base and a push towards the right hand side is the 5th. Right, the 5th base throughout all this is now safely getting up and running. Astrea has been kept busy, but we cannot take a fight like this. Oh no, I cannot. Get out of here. Yeah, he cannot take this head on fight. Loses 2 High Templar. The Prism gets shut down as well. Oh. Does not get away. It does not get away. Ay, ay, ay. These were a couple of nice moments here for Acheron, but he's getting surrounded. And from here, he's getting locked down. Not like this. Acheron moving out. Alas, Astrea, he's maxed out. And there's no splash damage here. It's just purely a gateway army. Where are the High Templar? Zero High Templar. There we go. 7 just now morphing in. They just now warped in back at home. But again, there's no Templar with the main army. First one moves out. There's a spiky boy. Easy. Oh god. EMP lands. Yeah, the EMP was brutal. No storms. Astrea catching another prism. And he does find the 5th. Does find the expansion. And momentum still heavily in favor of Astrea. And again, ideally the Rumbites do want to distract. And hey, Acheron, he still has the 5th. True. Still has the 5th base. Acheron, he can slowly max out. He's getting there. He's catching up in supply. Astrea, he traded well, but he did not take down any bases. Forced to engage. Storms are ready this time. We have a zoning storm. Oh no! That's High Templar exposed. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3, he gets all 4. Barely 1 survives. But a better trade here for Astrea, catching out the Archon as well. Ay, ay, ay. Finally, we have the first Colossus. Finally. We needed them for like 10 minutes. Like 6. Colossus on the way. We need something other than just High Templar. They just keep getting EMP'd. Gibbs Colossus. Chase the main army. Top left hand base was delayed. Was denied. Force to lift. Storm coming in. Astrea does respect the High Templar. Gets the hell out of there. Pulls away. Oof. Storm does connect. We've got the 1 Colossus. Oh, is he trapped? No shot. No, is he stuck? Oh god, that's very awkward Sim City. Oh no. I think he can move out, right? It's like you can walk over pylons, right? Am I crazy? Are we trapped? Fields Colossus, man. Oh no. Get him out of there. Get him out of there, Pat. Oh no. Yeah, Midrhine's gonna be going down. Takes on Minnow, takes on the base as well. GT's likewise get a planetary, not bad. Planetary does fall. We're trading back and forth. Oh my god. Astrea takes the swords to the face. Clem, calm down. Oh my god. Denies Warpin, takes out the expansion. Meanwhile, Colossus still stuck at home, by the way. We're trading bases. Astrea, he snipes 2. He snipes 2 fringe bases. Likewise, so does Acheron. There's a recall back home. Oh my god, the best ET! No scan. Yeah, no scan. Astrea gets caught out. Acheron, he's doing it. Let's go. Send it, Pappy, send it. Feels Colossus, man. Now, if we make enough Colossus here, can we push the Colossus out? Can we save him? Just a very expensive cannon. Ooh, brutal EMPs. EMPs on the Zealots. Astrea does take the fight. Acheron overextending. Does get a little bit too excited. GT's moving in for the planetary. There is a turret. Oh, they go for the dive. Where's the repair? Repair's too late. And another planetary goes down. Let's go. The mass DT harass. Okay, now bases. Likewise. Ooh, storm on the main army. Storm on the... Jesus, the storms are brutal. Ice stands in the storms. Still takes the fight. Still barely tanks it. Again, we're getting very scrappy here. The base is cancelled. We're getting scrappy. Ooh. Okay, hatching out 1, 2, 3 metamax. Get on, he's not going to stop. Remember, there's no planetary this time. Get on, he can keep pushing. He can try, but again, no storms. Storms are coming in. DTs as well. It dives on the tank. Storm on the main army. Oh my god, the storms! The storms are popping up. Acheron. Let's go. Yeah, it's so close here. Elastic Ghost, they survive. They take the fight. Do EMP. Astrea survives. And base-wise, where exactly are we? So Astrea, he retakes top left, so he does have half a base here. He has 2 half bases. He does claim 2 fresh expansions. At the same time, Acheron, 1 fresh mining base. 1 full base here on the right-hand side is up and running. This is helping sustain Acheron. At the same time, Astrea, he's going for it. Uh-oh. 1 orbital goes down. DT will deny the CC. Nice EMPs, make sure that there is no recall. And no recall, going for the mineral line. Acheron out of position, is racing back home. The base is going to fall. We just spoke about this. Acheron, this was his base. This was his economy. Retaking bottom left. He has 4 patches here. 4 patches here. So some mining. Oh. Storm coming in. Does connect. Decent EMPs here on the Zealots. Oh god, the storm is brutal. The storms are brutal. Panning back over. we'll give you some updates every now and then. But yes, the cannon is still here. Trained to be a Colossus, but lives to be a cannon. Feels bad. This Colossus could actually be impacting these fights quite heavily, actually. Unironically. Bearing in mind, there are no Vikings. There's no need for Vikings, because there's no Colossus. Smurge. Does catch out the army. Nice EMP. Yeah, better fight here for Astrea, but the storm's coming in. Oh, storm does land. Brutal storms also coming from behind. Acheron does take the fight, takes down the ghost. Yeah, brutal losses there for Astrea. At the same time, Zelce will deny mining. The mule hammer. He needs the mules. Yo, shout out to Nikita. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing. Do appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the content, the casting, the StarCraft. Thank you. Oh yeah, rough fight here for Astrea. Bleeding out far too much. Force to pick up, force to pull away. Recoil the Colossus or War Prism. I should emphasize, oh, that's a kill. That's a kill in the CC. Acheron, he's popping up. But the reason why we haven't tried to save this is because Acheron hasn't noticed. Like, there's just been non-stop action, non-stop aggression, non-stop engagements here. So Acheron, he just hasn't panned over, so that's why it's still there. As it has been a very intense, like, 10 minutes. Oh my god. Storm connecting once again. DT on the left-hand side doesn't notice. No scared. The CC, it goes down to 1 Dark Templar. Yo, and I think he's done it. Acheron, I think he has done it here. Astrea down to barely any mining. Acheron, he has a fresh, well, I say fresh, he has a more healthy base here, bottom left. I don't feel like we have to transfer right now, by the way. We still can mine. We see. come back, pup, come back. But he's transferring over. Once again, Astrea, he just muled. He just muled. Storm Zone. And again, this is going to seal the deal here. It takes out another expansion. Expands back at home as well. And yo, you know who's gonna be so happy here if Acheron wins this series? And he's looking to, yo, Max is over the moon. He's like, thank God. Hi. How he can win the tournament? It's crazy. So we see the donation to Acheron. Ah. Gracias, baby, gracias. Now you can go crazy. Swimmer is moving in, catching on the medevacs. Getting that zone production. He's warping in. It's warping in fine. Has plenty of production. What do you mean? And catching out the army. And again, there's almost nothing left here for Astrea. Catching out the medevacs. From here, 10 towards top right. There is a fresh mining base here. Oh, Astrea does double expand. Okay. He floats over the natural and the main base. They did float over. Astrea trying to hang in there, but no, the natural CC, it goes down. Again, the final bases of Astrea, he's down to, this is the main did float over, and we have the third base as well. How does the saying go? Don't catch your mules before your CC lands. Let's go. He takes down the third base. One base remaining. It is fresh. True. Likewise, Acheron also gets a fresh mining base as well. Nice EMPs. It's Yaku, but GG gets called. The final fight, the final army, and Acheron, he does it. He does it. Takes the series 2-1, advancing on to the quarterfinals. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here as Acheron, he does claim the series. Very well done, very well played, as he does overwhelm. Again, a very intense back and forth. Honestly, one of the closer TvPs that we've had in quite some time. But GG, well played, very close, very tense. Congratulations, Acheron, he will claim the series. And with that, we are now going to be following him into the next round. Let's go. Let's go.